Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is a session from Al-Saleheen Bilingual School in Kuwait, presented to you by the EdTech department. We are actually so glad that we have many participants today who joined us to know about our method, and to know about the techniques that we have been using in the start. Al-Saleheen Bilingual School has started this initiative to share what we have accomplished during the past 4 weeks of online learning. We're so happy to answer your questions, so please feel free to ask whenever you have a question. Our workshop title for today is Keys to Successful Remote Learning Experience. I'd like to introduce myself to you. I'm Ms. Nayira Muhammad. I'm an English teacher for grade 7, and I'm an EdTech coordinator in Al-Saleheen School. Now I will leave you with Ms. Lubna, my partner.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Ms. Lubna Tariq. I'm an English teacher in Al-Saleheen School, teaching grade 9. I'm an EdTech coordinator as well. Today we're going to start our workshop with you. If you can check my screen right now, I'll be introducing the apps or the websites we're going to be explaining today. We will be starting with Zoom as a web conferencing app for the students, okay, so that they get connected with their teachers and they would be able to see their teachers and talk to their teachers as well. And this is like how we are talking to our students and getting connected to our students during this period for remote learning. We're going to be introducing as well Edpuzzle as a way to get videos from the YouTube and turn these videos into interactive ones for the students, adding questions and notes to the videos instead of just like assigning videos that are not interactive. We're going to be introducing to you Pixton, which is a way to encourage students' creative writing as well. We're going to be talking about Pear as a Google Slides add-on and as a PowerPoint add-in. So right now we'll be starting with Zoom with Ms. Nayira.
Thank you, Ms. Lubna.
Thank you, Ms. Nayira.
Okay, so now I'll be sharing my screen as well. Okay, so today we have 10 tech tips in a minute about Zoom. Today we're going to know how to make your personal meeting ID, how to also schedule for a meeting, the settings that you have to know about the Zoom app, how to share your iPad screen, how to control also the chat, how to share the whiteboard and have an interactive one and also write or annotate on it. How to use annotation on like worksheets, how to breakout rooms, how to have like a co-host with you, how to have Zoom polls. Now, before I get started, I'd like to show you how to raise your hands. If it's your first time to use Zoom, actually, you're going to just click on participants, this panel, and then after that, you will see this sign for raising hand. You're going to click on it in case if you have any question. I can see that some of you have raised their hands already, but we will give time for answering question after a while. So in case if you have any question, you might raise your hand, as I said, or you can check or choose chat and type something for us or text us. Okay. Now let me check quickly the ones who are showing their hands. Yes, please. Hello? Yes, we have him. I don't know who's that. Do you have any question? Okay. So as I said, I will give time for answering questions. So please be patient until we get to that point. Let me clean that first. Okay. So as Ms. Lubna said, we're going to introduce many applications or programs today. Zoom actually is one of them. And we have been using Zoom for 4 weeks so far. We have like interactive virtual classrooms with our students. I have just collected like some parts from my session and from Ms. Lubna's session as well. We're going to show that to you. We have like 5 minutes of like collective parts. We will show you how to use that or how to have the same thing at the end of the session, inshallah. So please bear with us. Okay, you know that Unit 4 is talking about people and the Okay, you know that Unit 4 is talking about people and the planet, and you know that many people wonder at the beauty of nature, but do they wonder about the future of our planet? So what effects do people have on the environment? I think last time when we had the discussion, like you were saying, or like you participated with some of your opinions. Yes, Mona.
Yes. So I wrote in Padlet, people and animals depend on Earth for many reasons, and the most important is food, water, sun, air, and place to live. If we don't have these resources, we can't live.
Do you think that constructing buildings is a good effect on the Earth?
Some of them, not all of them. Like how do you use this thing? You know what I mean?
Like if it was built on forests, for example, if they cut off trees.
Yeah. So if they took off trees, it's a bad thing. But if it's like a desert and you made it in a better place,
yeah.
It would be a better thing.
Exactly. Thank you, Mona. Aisha?
And it's like when we plant some like trees and everything, and we like take care of all the plants, that's the good effect. But like the bad effect, when we just like, for example, we say that we are going to build a city in a forest. So like half of the forest we're going to cut all of the trees and everything. Yeah. So like we're destroying nature of the earth.
Exactly. Now let's watch.
Positive and negative effects on the environment, like I can see. Destruction of farms has a positive effect on the environment because it produces food for consumers, such as fruits, veggies, meat, and eggs. And nursery produces plants to improve oxygen.
Are you ready now to hear? I think yes.
In fact, it was in the backyard of a couple named Gibbs. And that's where the second part of the story starts. The Gibbses, an elderly couple who'd lived there for 50 years, loved nothing better than to sit on their back porch, sip tea, and watch the birds as they fed from the 2 bird feeders they set up in the backyard. There were all kinds of birds around, but the Gibbses' favorites were the whooping cranes that had started showing up lately.
The whooping cranes are getting less, which means that they are endangered. I think we should find a way to stop them from dying. Okay, everyone, so as you know, the whooping cranes are endangered. We have to do something to help them. I suggest that we take them to Florida because the environment here is not good and won't help them. That's a good idea. I think we should be in disguise so we don't scare them off. Right. And then, Miss, this is like these are actual whooping cranes.
Wow, with the disguise plane. Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. And then, Miss, this is the Gibbs. So can you please remove them? I absolutely refuse. This is my house and I can do whatever I want.
Okay. I actually have another one. Okay. I keep it with you because we might like.
This is so creative. This is so creative.
Yeah. Caretakers like that, so it's more organized now.
Yeah, thank you. The whooping cranes are getting less, which means that they are endangered. I think we should find a way to stop them from dying. That's a good idea. I think we should be in disguise so we don't scare them off.
Right.
And then, Miss, this is like these are actual whooping cranes.
Wow, with the disguise plane. Excellent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. And then, Miss, this is the Gibbs' backyard.
Yeah.
Fine, I respect that. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.
Wow.
I'm controlling the slides, right? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
So we said that Act 3 started with Benvolio and Mercutio. They were standing together in a public place. And we said that here we identified indirect characterization, where we said that the author or Shakespeare did not tell us directly. When he was like taking Tybalt under his arms, so what happened? Mercutio was able to, Tybalt was able to stab
Mercutio.
So Mercutio here, Shakespeare showed his character again, even though he was dying, but he was joking using wordplay. And like, if you can check my screen, I have here one of the slides in front of me. Okay, for one of you. He marked a plague above your houses, I'm sped. And then she marked I, a scratch, go villain, fetch a surgeon. These parts show the wordplay, show that he's joking even though he was dying. And we said that a plague above your houses means what?
Curse.
Yeah, as if he's casting a curse, yes.
They're the reason of his.
Exactly. He thinks these two families, the Capulets and the Montagues, are the reason for his death. Especially now, he believes that Romeo is the reason for his death, for example, okay? So she gave the knight qualities that belong to human beings. And that's why we said that this is personification. Okay?
So we just write it has the quality like
of bringing her Romeo back. Okay. Okay?
Okay, so as you have seen here, this is actually what we are going to teach you or tell you how you're going to have your interactive sessions. So actually in grade 7 session, we used Padlet, Pixton, Edpuzzle, and in grade 9 session, Ms. Lubna used Pear. So now we're going to start with Zoom, and then after that, we're going to teach you about the other applications. So in order to start with Zoom, the first thing actually you're supposed to do is that you have to go to zoom.us, which is the website. Okay, so the first thing we have to go to zoom.us. So if you're going to sign up, if you don't have an account and if you're going to sign up, I prefer that you use Google account because I have an account already. I'm going to sign in with my Google account, which is on the school domain. Okay. Before I get started with the steps, I'd like actually to ask you if you are using Hotmail or Gmail or the school domain. I'm going now to launch a poll. So please answer it right now. I'll give you 30 seconds. Okay, now I'll end the poll and share the results with you. So we have like 4% who are using Hotmail, 57% Gmail, and 31% school domain, and 9% others. Okay, let me take a screenshot of it. Okay, now I have another question for you. Actually, I'd like to know you're joining from which country right now, and if it's your first time to have or to join this workshop with us. So now we have another poll. I'm going to launch it. You have 40 seconds to answer. Okay, I'm going to end it. So the first question, have you attended the first workshop about Zoom and Pear Deck? 75% of our attendees today said yes, and 25% said no. And where are you joining us from right now? 100% said from Kuwait. Okay. Did it show for everyone? Let me ask Ms. Lubna. Ms. Lubna?
No, actually, it did not show.
Okay, so shall I share it again? I will share the result.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Okay, it seems like everyone have answered because it's like not showing that I can send it one more time. Okay. Let me check. Okay, let me check with this poll. Now I'm sharing a new one. It has two questions. What is your job title? And the other question, what subject do you teach? Okay, so we have here 100% teachers and 50% are English teachers, 25%, let me share the results, are math teachers, and 25% are science teachers. Okay. So as I said, here we have the Zoom website. The first thing that you are supposed to do, you're supposed to join with your Google account. We prefer that you use the one on the school domain. And then after that, you have to go to settings. In order to create your own ID, you're going to switch on these two buttons. Use personal meeting ID, PMI, when scheduling a meeting, and use personal meeting ID, PMI, when starting an instant meeting, and then switch off all the other buttons here. So you will not have to send another ID for each time you're starting your class. So again, for the first two important steps that you have to start with, you have to start with your Google account. And then after that, you have to go to settings and switch on these two buttons for using the meeting ID. You can check your profile after that, and then you're going to see that this ID is going to be fixed whenever you want to start your own. meeting with your students. So you can take a copy of this link and then send it to your students. Ask them first to download Zoom Cloud Meeting application and then send them this link. Then after that, they can join right away. So this is for creating an account. After that, in order to be able to share your screen, first of all, you're going to have this interface. Check. Yes, it's here. You're going to have this interface. When you want to start a new meeting, you're going to, on your laptop, you're going to click on host a meeting with video off if you want, or with video on. It depends on what you prefer. So when you click with video off, they are going to ask you to download the application on your laptop. Then after that, you're going to see it this way. Okay, you're going to have it this way. Then you're going to click on new meeting. As I said, you're going to give only the meeting ID for your students so they can join you right away. So for a new meeting, this will be for the host. Join is for the one who's going to join the meeting. Schedule, if you want to schedule a new meeting. Screen share, this is if you want to share your screen and explain something, videotape it, and then later you can join or you can share with your students. So when you start your meeting, the first thing that you're going to have, you're going to see this toolbar. You're going to click on share screen as you see here. Then they are going to give you some windows. These are the Zoom windows. The first one is desktop. If you're going to click on desktop, you're going to share the desktop of your laptop. Then this is what I'm doing right now. And then after that, if you would like to write something on a whiteboard, an interactive whiteboard, you're going to click on whiteboard. If you would like to share your iPad or your iPhone on the screen of your laptop, you're going to click here on iPhone or iPad. Okay, so let me share the whiteboard with you, and then let's see if you can write on it. Okay, so the first thing actually that you have to do, you're going to see the pen. I actually disabled the pen because like some of you were drawing on the screen. Now I'm going to enable it. You may start now. So it's going to be the same thing. So if you are like explaining something and you would like your students to answer or type or write, you can do that. Okay. So typing would be like more organized. As you saw, I shared my worksheet with my students and they were like jotting down some answers. This is the same thing that you can do with your students. If you see that your students are like misbehaving or just like scribbling or drawing on the screen like that, you may do something. You're going to have to disable annotation. This is, I'm going to share my screen now. I will take a screenshot. As you see, this is my toolbar. When you click on more, that time you will find an option that's called Disable Attendees Annotation. And this is what I'm going to do now. And then you will see that you can't annotate anymore. The pen will disappear. So this is a kind of like managing or maintaining discipline in your session. Okay, thank you. Okay, if I want to share my iPad with you, you have actually to make sure that your iPad and your computer are like connected to the same Wi-Fi network. Then after that, you're going to click on screen mirroring and choose Zoom. Now I'm sharing my iPad screen with you, and this could be so helpful if you have like a kind of application that you can't view on your laptop screen, so you can do it here. Like that. Now I'm going to share my desktop one more time. Okay. So as I said, here we're done with these features. You know how to share your desktop, how to share the whiteboard, and how to share your iPhone or iPad. Then after that, we have the chat settings. If you want your students, for example, to text you only, so you're going to choose host only. If you want them just to type whatever they want and you want them to share with everyone, so you're going to choose everyone. We're done with the whiteboard and with the annotation, as I said. So here we see that you can disable attendee annotation when you click on more, and then the pen is going to disappear. Yeah, for breaking out rooms, this is in case if you have like small group learning and you want like each group to discuss something together. So you might enable this feature from settings, and always whenever you want to do something with the settings, you have to go to the same website, which is zoom.us. You're going to check the settings and you will find this feature here for breaking out rooms. So that time you have to enable it. As you see, I enabled annotation, I enabled whiteboard. There is also remote control, nonverbal feedback. This is the one that you see, like you have ticks, you have wrong, you have, for example, go faster, go slower, and you have also raising hands. This is the nonverbal feedback. And you have here the feature of breakout rooms. If you would like to know how to do that, we're going to watch this video together.
Hey everyone, Pear from Zoom here. On this brief video, we're going to show you how you can leverage our breakout room feature to take a large meeting or virtual classroom and split it up into smaller groups or sessions. You'll see that I have already enabled the breakout room feature, which you can find in your settings along the bottom. And that breakout room button will actually be right here. This is a button that only your hosts or co-hosts will be able to see. And right now we don't have a co-host in the session. If I manage my participants, I can hover over Catherine, for example, to make her a co-host. So she'll see this button now as well. When we're ready to split the group into smaller sessions, I can easily click this button to get a pop-up window asking me how many rooms I'd like to assign out and how many participants per room. For this example, it's recommending, since there are 6 people, we can split it up into 2 rooms. I can do this automatically or manually. If we click on the automatic button, it'll generate those breakout rooms for us. Certainly, if there's anyone I want to swap out, maybe I want to move Michael to the other room, I can exchange him for a different participant. Once I'm ready to open all rooms, I'll click this Open All Rooms button, and our participants will be able to join the sessions that we've created for them. So we'll slowly see those people join. One thing that's really important to note is that as a host or a co-host, you can actually hop between the different rooms to talk to the participants. You can see here I have the join button. Now everybody's left to go to the rooms. I can broadcast a message to everybody and say, wrapping up in 1 minute. And this will broadcast the message. And then I can close the rooms, which gives them a 1-minute timer to rejoin our session. We'll give everybody a second to rejoin, and I'll show you 1 or 2 additional features with breakout rooms.
Okay, so this is what you're supposed to do if you would like to have like small discussions with your students. And then after that, we have if you like subscribe as a pro subscriber, you might have a co-host with you. So you're going to choose like someone like a teacher, like now, for example, Ms. Lubna and I are co-hosts to this meeting. This is actually not for the basic users, it's for the pro users. Okay, for the Zoom polls, this is also for the pro users. This is what actually I did in the beginning of this session. So you might write some questions and then launch the poll for the participants, and then they are going to answer. Then you can share the answers with them. Okay, we're going to stop in like 2 minutes. Before I stop, I'd like to see if you have some questions. Yes, Miss Sakina. Miss Sakina. Sakina, do you have any questions?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I just couldn't hear you properly. I can hear you now.
You can hear me now? Okay, inshallah,
Yes, yes.
for the rest of the session it will be okay. Thank you. Okay, here we have Azar. I can't unmute you. Emmanuel. Yes, Emmanuel.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm having issues with the audio.
You can't hear well?
The audio is not clear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this session is going to be recorded, inshallah, and we're going to post it on YouTube, so you can rewatch it later. Okay, thank you. Okay, next. Shumaila.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you have any question?
No, not yet.
Okay, thank you, because you raised your hand. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Suhad. Ms. Suhad, do you have any question?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello, Ms. Suhad.
Yes.
Yes.
I have no questions, but the polls that you shared with us,
It didn't show.
The last two, yes, polls didn't show to me.
Yeah, I shared it, but I don't know why actually it didn't show, but like, no problem. We will see if we can share another one after a while. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Miss May. Hello, Miss May. Okay, Maria. Hello, Miss Maria. Hello. Hello, Miss Maria. Okay. So actually, I'm going to stop now. We're done with Zoom. We're going to have 5 minutes break, prayer break. So please stay, don't leave, because after that, we're going to continue with Messina and Ed Puzzle. Okay? Thank you so much. 5 minutes and we will be back. So we are back right now. I think Ms. Lubna is ready to start with Edpuzzle. Ms. Lubna?
Yes, Ms. Nair.
Okay, I'll stop sharing.
Okay.
We're done now with Zoom, and as I said, we're going to download this on YouTube, and then later, if you have any question, we will be happy to answer you. I'm going to write on the chat the email for our department and also our phone numbers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so after Ms. Nair has explained for you all how to use Zoom as a video conferencing app, so let me just share my screen first. Okay. So I will start first of all by telling you what is Edpuzzle. So first of all, as you can see, what I opened right now is Edpuzzle's app. You need to know that the app for Edpuzzle is just for the students, okay, not for the teachers. As a teacher, you need to use the website, which is like edpuzzle.com, okay? What is Edpuzzle? Edpuzzle is a way that we use as teachers to assign interactive videos for our students. I will open the website itself so that I make you follow me step by step of how I sign up first. So here, for example, I logged out. This is Edpuzzle, as you can see, edpuzzle.com. So if it is your first time, you need to sign up and you need to choose I'm a teacher. And then you choose to sign up with Google if you have a Google account, or you sign up with Edpuzzle. If you're going to sign up with Edpuzzle using any other email, okay, that is not a Gmail, you need to enter your first name, your last name, email, password, okay, and you need to just agree to the Edpuzzle's terms of service and privacy policy, and then you create your account, okay? But for me, because I have an account already, I'm going to log in, okay, using Google. Okay. Okay. So now I logged in. This is my account. Okay. So I will show you how you can find everything here on Edpuzzle. First of all, once you sign up, this is home. You can find it here from the side, okay, from the left side. So here you will find all the different videos of other teachers in your school, if other teachers in your school have Edpuzzle accounts, okay? Here under home, you can find curriculum. This is Edpuzzle's curriculum. They brought you different videos that are prepared by other teachers. They have curriculum for elementary school, middle school, high school. Let me check one high school, for example. Okay, here you have many areas. If I chose English language arts, and I chose literature, for example, book units. Okay, let me choose Shakespeare because this is actually what I'm teaching my girls now. So for example, these are videos that Edpuzzle itself provides you. These videos are made by other teachers. They are prepared by other teachers. Teachers made these videos creative or interactive in a way that they added questions to the videos, okay? So for example, the third one here, the iambic pentameter, this is something I'm teaching my students, by the way. So I can take it and assign it to my students, or I can take it and edit it. And I will show you how you can do all of this. So let me go to this sidebar again. If I clicked on Al-Saleheen Bilingual School, because when I signed up, I chose Al-Saleheen Bilingual School as my school. So here it brings me all the teachers that are having accounts on Edpuzzle. I have 40 teachers in Al-Saleheen School, and these are all their videos here. If I clicked on the teachers in Al-Saleheen School, for example, this is a list of all teachers who have accounts. As a teacher, I can choose, for example, here, Miss Samiha, since she's my partner. Both of us teach grade 9. Okay. And then I will be able to check her videos, the videos that she prepared. I can use the same videos with the questions that she added, or I can edit one of her videos as well. Okay. So you can even like benefit from your colleagues' videos. So let me show you how you can prepare your own video. So again, for this sidebar on the left, if I clicked on my content here, okay, these are all the videos that I created for my students, okay? So let me show you how I can create one. If you can see here, this button, add content on the right side. If I clicked on add content, you have create a video, you have upload a video, you have student project, and you have new folder, okay? So if I clicked on create a video, for example, it allows me to choose any video from these popular channels on Edpuzzle itself. If you can check the sidebar on the left, I can choose a video from Edpuzzle itself. And videos from Edpuzzle are videos created by other teachers who inserted questions to the videos and made them interactive. I can choose videos from YouTube. Okay. I have plenty of videos here. And I can even like here, copy the link from YouTube and paste it here if I cannot find the video I want. Okay, let me show you how, for example, if I want to take this video, okay, this one, okay, I click on these 3 dots on the side. I'm opening it from an iPad, okay? I click on share, and then I copy the link here. So link copied. I go back to Edpuzzle. Here in the search bar, I paste the link. So it gets me the video. And now I can start working on the video itself to make it interactive. How can I make my video interactive? Here Edpuzzle allows me to maybe cut a part of the video that I don't want. Some videos on YouTube are like having parts that are inappropriate. So I can cut this part, okay? Or I can add a voiceover. Like there's a part where I need to talk, I need to add a note with my voice. I'm able to do that. Or I can add questions here. I have the ability to add multiple choice questions. I'm able to add open-ended questions or even leave a note. Okay, so if I played the video, for example.
For today's video, the idea is to take the simplest,
okay,
most
I go to this part, for example, I want to add a question. I type my question here, whatever, okay. And then here, I type my choices. If I'm adding multiple choice questions, this allows me to choose the correct answer. So here I can choose that this answer is the wrong one, this one is the correct one, okay? So that when the students get the video and they like see the question and they answer it, they're able to see whether their answer is correct or not. I can even turn it into an open-ended question, okay? And in this case, if I saved, the student will be like seeing an open-ended question. And in this case, they have to write the response. And they have to go back to the assignment and check the responses myself. Or I can add a voiceover here. If there is a part that I don't want in the video and I want to record my voice instead. So I start recording, for example, it will ask me if it wants me to like, if I'm allowing Edpuzzle to access my microphone, I allow. Okay, I start recording and I stop the recording whenever I want. Okay, so here I stopped my recording. I can listen to my recording afterwards. I can delete it if I don't want it. I can like record another one back again. Okay, whatever I want. So if I finished editing my video and I made it interactive, what do I do then to assign it to my students? First of all, I'm going to click on finish here. Okay, so now I finished editing my video, for example, okay? So here on this right side, I can find assign, edit, duplicate. or delete. So I can assign to my classes, okay? Because I added or imported my Google classes here on Edpuzzle. And this is like another thing that I'm going to show you how you can do it. Okay, so before assigning here, on the right side, you can see here the start date. I can change it. Okay, when do they start watching the video? Here I have, okay. Here I have prevent skipping, and this is something that we teachers actually need. Whenever we assign videos for our students, like from YouTube or whatever, and we assign it on Google Classroom, we can never know whether they really watched the videos or not, okay? So here when we click on prevent skipping, even if the students tried to skip parts in the video, they won't be able to do that. They have to watch all of the video. And in this case, even like if they tried, it will show that the rest of the video is locked. So they won't be able to skip it. Here, turn on CCs, which means captions. If you want to turn on the caption, it is up to you. Actually, I don't prefer to do that, okay? Once you choose the classes, it asks you if you want to post on Google Classroom. So here you switch it on. And this is what I do. And I will tell you why, because actually like I tried not posting on Google Classroom and making my students depend on the app itself, which is like Edpuzzle's app, this one, okay? But like my students told me that when they use the application, inappropriate suggestions of other videos show. So that's why I just depend on Google Classroom. When I assign it on Google Classroom and they click on the link, they're not able to see any inappropriate suggestions. So this is actually something that my students told me about. Okay. So let me go back to Edpuzzle itself and show you how you can add your classes. Here on the top, on the right side, you find content. And this is like the content that I showed you, how you can find the curriculum that is prepared by Edpuzzle itself, how you can see your school teachers' videos, how you can see your own content. Here, the grade book. Let me show you how you can add your classes first, and then I go back to the grade book. Here, if I clicked on my classes, here I find the assignments I assigned to my girls, okay? As for you, if it is the first time for you to sign up on Edpuzzle, you will find nothing here. This is what you're going to be finding. Add new class here on this right side, left side, I'm sorry. So here, if I clicked on add new class, it will ask you if you want to create a new class or import classes from Google Classroom. So this is what I did. I clicked on Google Classroom and I imported my classes, okay? Which is Miss Libna class I, Miss Libna's class A. And then you click on import. I cannot right now because they are already imported. So once you do that and you import classes, then everything will be ready. Once you want to assign a video, it will give you the option to assign it to your classes. You'll be able to just like tick one of your classes and then it gets assigned right away. So what about create a new class? Some of the teachers, they teach elementary students or like KG students, for example, and those students have no email addresses. In some schools, they have no email addresses. So what can the teacher do? She can create a new class here, and then she enters the class's name. For example, I'm going to write grade 9. Okay, description, I can write English. Okay, so check this part. Here I choose open, okay, because the open one is for elementary teachers or those who want to create a class and let their students like enter or join their class using the Edpuzzle app, okay? And they just like enter with their nicknames without the need to enter using an email address. So if you can see this part at the bottom, let Edpuzzle generate students' nicknames. Actually, I do not prefer that you click on this one or you choose it. So that the students, when they join your Edpuzzle class, they would join using their own names so that you would be able to track their progress. Once you do, you create the class. Once you create the class, on the left side here, you will find it under My Classes, Grade 9, English. If you can check this one, under it you have Lubna as one of the classes. Actually, I created the class for myself as if I'm a student, so that when I assign a video to my girls, I would be able to check it first before I do assign it. Did you get me? So that I make sure that the parts that I cut were actually cut. For example, like if I added a voice recording, it showed like they're able to hear it, and that's it. Okay, so here from the right side, you have class options. This is the class options for grade 9 that I just created. So you click on it, and then you will find here the class codes, VASETJI. This is the class code you give to your students, okay, in case they don't have an email. So what can the students do in this case? They will go to Edpuzzle app here. Without signing up or anything, they will just click on enter open class code. And here they are going to be putting the code that you're going to give them, and click on find class. And then they will be joining your class right away and checking the videos that you've left them. Okay. Let me go back again. Okay, so if you went for the other option, which is like importing your Google classes, and you assigned something, how would you be able to track the student's progress? On the right side, you have Gradebook, second option here. So I will click on Gradebook. Here you have on the left side, Ms. Lubna's class A. This is one of my classes, for example. Okay, these are my students' names. Here I have all the videos I assigned, who answered, who did not. If you can check the second thing here, total time spent, like they spent how much time watching the video. Okay, if I clicked on one of them, which is Munira, for example, and I want to check what she's done, I click on dramatic speeches, aside monologue, and soliloquy. So here it shows me that she answered all questions. Okay, some of them are right here. On the right side, you can check whether she got 100% or she got the answer wrong. Okay, and here, the grade 60 out of 100. She watched 100% from the video. She has like 3 correct responses out of 5. She spent 5 minutes watching the video. If you can check here, the video is like 4 minutes, 55 seconds. She watched it for 5 minutes. Maybe she kept on repeating a certain part. And she turned in that date and that time as well. So before I finish explaining like everything regarding Edpuzzle and like listen to your questions, there's something that you need to know. The free version or like the free plan for Edpuzzle allows you as a teacher to create 20 videos only. Okay, so what did I do so that I get like the premium membership? As you know, most of the websites, educational websites and applications nowadays, because of the situation and the COVID-19, they like provide the premium membership at no cost. So what I did is that I contacted the Edpuzzle support team. I emailed them. And I asked that they provide my school teachers with the premium membership. So they sent me a form, and like they emailed me back. I want to show you like the email they sent me. Sorry, after contacting me, okay. So here I kept on contacting that one from their support team, and then like he kept on asking me questions regarding the current situation in Kuwait and so on. And then he sent me this link at the bottom, okay, for my school teachers to use so that they would get the premium membership at no cost. So now we can like work on more than 20 videos, okay, and we would have unlimited storage. So you can do the same. You can email, one of your teachers can email support@edpuzzle.com. And then they can tell them the whole situation, name of their school, the domain they're using. And then they will be sending you a link just like this one, okay? So that all of your school teachers would be able to enjoy Edpuzzle Premium membership. And once they do, and you click on the link and you log in, here if you went to your account and you checked the plan, you will find that it is written for you, your school is a pro school and the storage is unlimited. So you'll be able to work on more than 20 videos. So that's all about Edpuzzle. Let me go back to my Zoom session. Okay, so let me take questions. Is there any question regarding Edpuzzle before I move on? Okay, Ms. Nair, can you help me with unmuting and lowering hands, please?
Yes, we have Azar.
Okay.
No.
Hello, no, I just would like to say thank you.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, next, Miss Sakina. Sakina?
Yeah, it was a nice video. The explanation was very clear. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ayuba. Yes.
It was a nice video. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. We have Huda. Yes, Miss Huda. Hello?
Miss Huda?
Okay. Miss Shamila, I think. Hello? Hello? Miss Shamila?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Do you have any question?
No. I mistakenly just raised my hand. I just wanted to remove, but I don't know how to remove. I'm so sorry.
We will do that. Don't worry.
Just remove. I don't know. And then before
Okay.
that, he was asking questions. The same time, the same thing that I mistakenly raised my hand.
No problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Miss Jenna? Jenna? Hello, Miss Jenna? Miss Jenna? Okay, Miss Abir?
Yes, thank you very much. I wasn't attending from the beginning. Will I have like a copy of this video on the web, on the Zoom meeting, or on the Zoom web, or what will happen? Because I want to see the beginning. I just received the invitation now.
Yeah, we're going to have the whole thing, inshallah, on YouTube. We're going to send you the link. If you would like to leave your email on the chat room, just type it down.
Okay.
We're going to send you. And also, we've sent like some links also of the presentation that we used in the beginning of the session. So you can download that before you leave.
Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Miss Nagwa?
Assalamu alaikum. Barakallahu fikum. Jazakumullah khair.
Walaikum salam. Thank you.
Thank you so much for arranging this. I was following you from Canada, so thank you.
Oh, okay.
بارك
Thank
الله
you.
فيك يا نيرة. I hope to see you all in good health. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. T. Hugo? Yes?
Hello, I have a question about the Zoom.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yes. Say, for instance, one is not the presenter or the host,
yeah.
but one of the participant has a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Is it possible to show the PowerPoint?
Yes. You
so you have to kind of get it from that person's laptop or whatever. Is it possible?
Yes, it is. As you have seen, like in the beginning of my session, my students were sharing their screens. One of them did her Pixton comic story, and then she shared it and she presented in front of the rest. So only you can also choose that from the settings. If you want to allow the participants to share their screens, you're going to choose that from the settings from the website, which is zoom.us. If you don't want, you can only choose that only the host is going to be the one who's going to share the screen. But actually, they can't share their screens while you're sharing yours. So this is also a good thing. So you're not going to interrupt each other. So whenever you want them to share their screens, you're going to stop it, and then they are going to go ahead and share theirs. Okay? They can use their iPad, they can use their phones, they can use their... The only good thing about using the laptop that you can screen record your session. If you're using the iPad, actually this feature is not available. That's it.
Thanks a million. We appreciate what you are doing. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
You're joining us from which country?
Kuwait, but it's the first time that I'm joining.
Are you from which school?
No, from the Lighthouse Academy.
Oh, welcome. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you for joining.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Miss Raghda. Miss Raghda Badran. Hello? Miss Raghda? Okay. Miss Layla?
Yes, I have a question about Zoom. I noticed that earlier you were sharing videos and audio.
Yeah.
How is it that you can share audio within your computer? Because I'm stuck just sharing my mic.
Yeah, actually, whenever you just like start sharing your screen, a message is going to pop up, and they're going to ask you if you would like to share your screen along with the computer audio. So you have to pick that. You have to choose along with the computer audio. If you're going to ignore it, actually the voice is not going to be shared with the rest of the participants. Okay, this is one of the most important things that you have to choose from the...
Yes, thank you so much for that.
Well, most welcome. And we have shared as well, as I said, we have shared the presentation on the chat room. Please check it, and you have to download it before you leave the meeting today. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have Miss Amal.
Yes, hello. First of all, I would like to thank you for this fantastic idea. And I wanted to ask you if I can record, because the record feature is not enabled here. Because I need to record some parts, so I can come back to later, you know?
Yeah. Now, you mean?
Yeah, while you were explaining.
Yes, actually we didn't enable it. So it's like one of the things that, one of the features that also you can control if you don't want the participants to record the session. So you can also control that. But like we're going to share, inshallah, the link on YouTube. And if you want us to share it with you, please write down your...
yes, please. Yes.
Write it down.
In the chat room. Okay, I will. Thank you.
Okay, we have another question from Miss Mayat, I guess.
Hi, good
Hello?
evening.
Hi, good evening.
I ask if it would be possible for us to create or make our own virtual background, because the children really enjoy it.
Yeah. Yes, you can. And this is also one of the features that you have to choose from the settings from zoom.us. You can choose whatever background you want to have. Also, you can let the students to do the same thing.
Yeah, because I found 3 choices like a grass, San Francisco Bridge, and the space. So
you can add also from your gallery.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So whatever
Okay.
picture you want to use, you can do that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Okay, Mr. Khalid first.
Thank you for
Okay,
your.
hi, Mr. Khalid.
Hi. I would like to thank you all for the presentation.
Thank you.
For the presentation from the beginning, I just would like to know, does this allow for co-teaching, 2 teachers doing using it at the same time?
You can see now, Ms. Lubna.
Yeah, this is what we're actually doing.
Excellent. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Or I don't know, Asher, I think. Hello, Ms. Hasher, Hasher Khan. Okay, Ms. Raghda. Okay, Ms. Saliha.
Hello, yeah, my name is Saliha. Hello, everybody, and I'd like
Hi.
to thank you so much for your videos and for all the knowledge that you have given us. My question is, my question is about students. We have to share our screen through the Zoom or through the videos through the Edpuzzle. So what about the students? Should they use the laptop, or is it necessary to have an iPad, or they can use any phone as well?
Yeah, they can use any device. They can use a phone, they can use an iPad, they can use a laptop, but actually each one has its own feature. Like
yeah,
the
exactly.
most features is the laptop.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Lubna. And Ms. Lubna.
Okay.
Ms.
So
Lubna,
let's proceed, right?
we're not done yet, so please don't leave. As we said in the beginning of the session, I showed you a video about like part of my session and Ms. Lubna's session, and we were saying that our students used Pixton app, they used Edpuzzle, we used also like a Zoom application, like what we're doing now for having like a virtual classroom, and also we used Pear Deck add-on, and this is what Ms. Lubna is going to explain after I'm done with Pixton application. Pixton application is like a very easy app, or we can say also website. Let me share my screen first. Just a second. Okay, so this is the website. It's www.pixton.com. This is also made for like education. I actually prefer to ask students to just summarize the texts or the selections that we have in a creative way, and this is actually encouraging them to write without like thinking of what they're doing and just like showing their own creativity. So the first thing that you're going to do after going to Pixton website, you're going to click on Pixton for Educators. Then after that, when you are going to sign up, you're going to sign up with your Google account. So we are using the one on this school domain. So now it took me directly, actually it took me directly to my account. Let me sign out. Okay, so I'm going to log out and show you how you're going to log in. So as I said, you're going to, okay, you're going to log in with your Google account, sign in with Google. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do, you're going actually to create your own avatar. And students are going to do the same thing. It's a fun way, actually, that will also encourage students to pick your avatar and use it in their comic stories. They're going to make theirs as well. And then after that, you're going to go to My Classroom and create your own classes. So this is, for example, my class. I'm going to view my class. Each one of them signed in and she created her own avatar, as you see. Then after that, you can assign them something to do, like a summary or a story, and ask them, send them the link on Google Classroom, and you can type, for example, the assignment that you want them to make up their story about, or just like summarize the story that they read in their textbook. So as you see here, these are parts of my students' comics. So this is their work. So actually, like whenever we take a new selection, I ask them to summarize it using Pixton app. So they are the ones who created this. They created the avatars, they picked the characters, and also they chose the backgrounds. They moved them and they changed their poses, and they made up the story this way. And then when we have the next session, we have I can ask them to share it with me as well. So it's so easy, as I said. This is actually the class photo. It shows me along with the students who signed in. So this is like another thing that students like. Also, it gives you like some printable worksheets that you can use, like some PDF files, some cards. You can also print out your avatar and use it for something in your classroom. So the thing that you're going to do after creating your account, you're going to take this link, post it on Google Classroom, write the task that you want them to do, and then after that, they will just go directly. They don't have to download anything. They have just to click on the link, and then directly they have to go and make their own avatar. And then after that, they have to go ahead with their comic stories. So these are actually the content packs that you have that they can also use. They can take like some ideas. They can take like some, we can say like characters or backgrounds. So these are the ones that you can also take from and assign, and like they are not all active, because you can also check that because maybe some of them are not appropriate. So you're going to pick the packs that they can use from, and then let them use like whatever backgrounds or characters that they have to use in their comic stories. So that's it for Pixton app. As you see, that was like mine. I was trying also to make mine. If you remember in the beginning of the session, I was showing like one of my students, she was sharing her story with us, and she shared it with the rest of her classmates. And as we said, it just like encourages creative writing. Okay, that's it for Pixton. If you have any question before we go ahead with Pear Deck. Yes, Ms. Ragda?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, because this is my first time using Zoom. First, thank you for the session. My connection was disconnected at a certain point. I came back to see you talking about the ED puzzle or Ed puzzle. And I saw that you have ordered a free version, which is the upgraded version, right?
Yeah.
My question is that do you have to pay for this application first place? And my second question is, does this app provides resources? And sorry, my third question is that which one of these apps do you recommend for elementary students? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so regarding your first question, which is like if we ordered or like if we emailed them regarding the premium membership and they gave it to us like for like a certain amount of money or no cost. No, actually, like because of COVID-19, they just like provided us with the upgrade or the premium membership at no cost at all. Okay, and this is not just the only like website that is doing so. Many other educational websites and applications are giving the premium membership at no cost just for the current situation. Okay,
but did you pay first place?
No, we did not pay anything. I just contacted the support team. Like I emailed the support at edpuzzle.com. I will be writing you like the email that you can contact.
Yes,
one of
please.
your school teachers can just like contact them and like ask for the premium membership for the rest of the teachers in the school. And this is actually what I did. I contacted them as the school's like EdTech coordinator. I filled out a form and then they sent me back. We kept on like contacting each other until they sent me this email with the link for all of my school teachers to just like click on it. They sign in and they get the upgrade. So you can just do the same. You can do it for the rest of your school teachers. For your second question, you're asking if it provides you with resources or you have to get your own from YouTube, for example.
Yes.
As I showed you, like you have plenty of resources. You have videos from many channels, okay, on Edpuzzle itself. It provides you with the like the ability to get videos from Edpuzzle itself, which is videos created by other teachers who made them interactive. They added questions to them, notes, even like cut some parts. You can watch their videos if you like them. You can use the same video and assign to your students, or you can edit their videos. You have videos from YouTube itself, okay? You have videos from Khan Academy. You have videos from National Geographic, TED Talks, many other videos. If there's a video that you found on YouTube itself and you would like to use it on Edpuzzle, go copy the link for this video from YouTube and go to Edpuzzle, and in the search bar, just paste the link and then it will bring you the video itself for you to edit. Add questions, notes, whatever, okay?
Okay.
Just can you remind me with your last question?
Yeah, sure. Which one of these applications do you recommend for elementary students, like specifically grade 3?
Okay, in our school, like first of all, like we use Zoom, okay? So this is something that we all start with, okay? Regarding what you can do while like Zooming with the students, our elementary teachers, they use Edpuzzle, by the way. They use Pixton as well. Like all of the applications we're introducing today can be used starting from lower grade levels up to high school. Like maybe high school students would find Pixton like childish, maybe, but others would like just go for it. So it's okay. It is based on you as a teacher. You decide what you want for your students. Got me?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, you're most welcome.
Okay. Do you have any other question from anyone before just we move ahead? Okay, so thank you. And now we're going to start with Pear. I'm going to stop sharing.
Okay, so the last thing we're going to be introducing today is, as I told you, like it is not an application, it is an add-on. So I shared my screen, and before I start explaining about Pear Deck, I need you all to just like minimize your Zoom call, okay? And just like, or like open another tab and type joinpd.com so that you would join my Pear Deck session. And then I'll start explaining and giving you steps. So I want you to join my Pear Deck session. Again, the steps are, you're going to open a new tab, okay? Here, you're going to be typing in the address bar, joinpd.com. And then you're going to be entering the code, which is CYLTD. Okay, so you can, I'll give you some time to join my session. It will be asking you for your email. So I just want you to join using your email. So, Ms. Nair, I want you to join too, please. Okay, so I have 3 of you connected till now. 4, 5, 6. So what was the percentage of the participants who were using Gmails? Can you remind me, please?
I don't remember actually, but like most of them were using Gmail. I think
Okay,
like
perfect.
75% were using.
Great. So I'll give you more time to join. I have 14 of you connected, 15, okay, 16. So again, the steps are, you're going to be opening a new tab. I want you to type joinpd.com and I want you to enter the code CYLTD. Okay, so I'm waiting for more of you to connect. Okay, so I have 30 participants connected. So again, joinpd.com and the code is CYLTD. CYLTD. Okay, so I'm going to be starting my class right now. Okay, so let me just check if any of you is facing a problem. Okay. Yes, Saad.
Hello?
Yes, Saad.
Yeah, I can't access the page. You said we open a new page. How? Excuse me.
Joinpd.com. Just type in the address bar. Joinpd.com.
No. How? Where shall I type it? In which page?
In the address bar. Just use any browser. Safari, Google Chrome, Firefox, any browser.
Okay.
In the address bar, you're going to type joinpd.com. Okay?
pd.com.
And then enter your email and the code as well. Okay? Clear?
It's now enter the code. What is the code, please?
Yeah, the code is here. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. CYLTD.
Capital letter?
No, small letters. CYLTD.
YLTD. Okay.
Okay. So you joined?
Choose an account. Okay.
Yeah, Gmail.
Yes. I'm using the school one.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Jana?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was having problem with my speaker because I opened through the browser and it didn't allow me to access. I just want to mention that the internet is very slow, so opening two browsers takes some time. And I also would like to thank you very much for this. I'm learning so much.
Okay, thank you. You're most welcome. Okay, so let me go back to my session. Now I have like 43 of you joined the session, which is so good. So I will start my class. Even if I started and you wanted to join, you can join at any time. Okay, you will find here the code on the right side, okay? CYLTD for whoever wants to join the session. Those who did not join the session, okay, they can just check the screen share, okay, and check what I'm doing. The step that you've just like done is done by the students, okay? But I'm just like showing you how you as students are going to be like connected to my session as a teacher, okay? So Ms. Nayar showed you in the beginning a video of like how I use Zoom as a video conferencing app just to get all of my students connected. And then I use Pear Deck to start an interactive session with my students. So first of all, in my presentation here, you will notice that when I change the slides, I'm the one who's controlling the slides, not you. Okay, so today we explain to you how to use Zoom, how to prepare your interactive videos using Edpuzzle, how to encourage creative writing using Pixton. And now I'm going to explain to you how you will be able to use Pear Deck so that you would create an interactive presentation for your students. So, what is Pear Deck? First of all, as I told you, Pear Deck is not an application. It is an add-on. What's meant by an add-on? If you're using Google, it is one of Google add-ons, which means that in Google Slides, you prepare your presentation, but then you insert Pear Deck as an add-on to make your presentation interactive. If you're using PowerPoint, it is one of PowerPoint or Microsoft add-ins. You add Pear Deck as an add-in to make your PowerPoint presentation interactive as well. So the first step that you follow to join my session is what your students are going to be doing to join your session as a teacher. Since we're at Google School, I will be showing you how you can be using Pear Deck add-on when you prepare a presentation on Google Slides, okay? And then I'm going to be showing you how you can do the same using PowerPoint. So here I started a Google Slides presentation, for example, and I named it Pear Deck presentation. This is just an example as well. Here in the toolbar, I have add-ons. So I'm going to click on add-ons so that I get Pear Deck installed as an add-on. Once I do, if you can notice here from the add-ons, I have Pear Deck for Google Slides add-on installed already. This is because I installed it. But for you, you will be clicking on Get Add-ons. And then, once you do, it will just lead you to the G Suite Marketplace so that you would get Pear Deck as an add-on. If you can see, the second one is Pear Deck. Here it is written installed. For you, it will show you Pear Deck when you type it there in the search bar. And next to it, you'll find the button install. You'll be clicking on install so that you get Pear Deck installed as an add-on. Once you do so, you'll be clicking on the X button so that you go back. And then that's it, you will find it. I will be explaining to you how you find it in the PowerPoint presentation. So this is a PowerPoint presentation, okay? When I tried it out, I used Office 365. You will not find the add-ins in like all Microsoft versions, Microsoft Office versions. So like you will find it in newer versions for PowerPoint or for Microsoft. So here, this is Office 365. I opened a PowerPoint presentation here. I clicked on Insert, and then on the right side, you will find Add-ins. And then you will be clicking on Add-ins. Here in the search bar on the left, you'll be typing Pear Deck. It will show to you next to it a button saying Add. So you will be clicking on add so that you add Pear Deck add-in to your PowerPoint presentation. And then you will find it there. Here on the right side, you will find Pear Deck, as you can see the arrow. Once you click on it, it will show you this sidebar that you have or that you can see on the right side. Okay, let me show you how you can prepare a Pear Deck session on Google Slides from scratch, from the beginning. I'll be talking about Google Slides because this is what I use to prepare my presentations, okay? And I'm sure that, like most of you do, those at least who joined my session, who are using their Gmail, maybe they are preparing their presentations on Google Slides. So you'll be opening here Google Slides, okay, a blank presentation. You'll be clicking on add-ons after following all of the steps I showed you in the beginning to get the add-on and install it. Here you will find it in front of you. Once you click on it, you will be clicking on Open Pear Deck add-on. And then once you open the Pear Deck add-on, you will find this sidebar on the right side appearing in front of you. This sidebar for Pear Deck provides you with lots of templates, lots of like interactive slides, ready ones that you can add to your presentation. As a teacher, like you need something that would just like make you prepare your presentation so fast and not like spend too much time finding slides, finding images, like typing something. So here, if you can check the template library on this side, provides you with different templates and interactive ones that you can use. Okay. Once this sidebar shows, if you scroll down, you will find these 5 buttons. These 5 buttons turn any slide that you have, even if you have a presentation that you already prepared and you want it to be interactive. You will be able with Pear Deck to add text, like where students type an answer, to add a multiple choice question, to add like a space where they write a number, to add even a website so that you as a teacher won't be like confused or busy like going over many websites at the same time, opening different apps at the same time. No, you can have everything in your presentation. You can allow them, or you can like you're allowed by Pear Deck to add drawing feature here where students can be able to draw on the slides, and even draggable feature where students are able to find a dot or some icons where they can drag them somewhere on the slide itself. I used one of the features here, which is choice, multiple choice question. And I asked you a question. Do you find the steps easy and clear? So here, if you can check this bar at the bottom, okay, I have 58 of you here in the presentation. So here in this bar, black bar, you can find show responses, you can find lock screens, you can find new prompt. So if I clicked on show responses, it will show me what you've chosen. Like I wrote for you yes or not really. So 10 of you chose yes, 2 of you said not really. Okay, 11 said yes, only 2 not really, and here the number is increasing. Okay, so if the steps are not that clear, as we told you, the recording is going to be uploaded on YouTube and you'll be able to check all the steps again from the beginning. But because like I need to tell you everything about Pear Deck before we end the session. Okay, so this is how students can answer a question and you're able to check the responses. If you can notice, I have the responses here, but without the students' names, because here every response and anything appears anonymously without the students' names so that they won't get embarrassed. But I will be showing you how you as a teacher would be able to open your own dashboard to check the students' names. Okay, so 33 of you responded, 58 did not respond. So let me show you like how you can do this, how you can open your dashboard to check the students' names. If you can see again, the black bar in the bottom, there is like, you have here 3 dots. When I click on the 3 dots, here I have open dashboard in new window. So I will open dashboard in new window so that I get to see Who are those students who are responding? So here it's loading. Okay. So now it loaded. Here, this is my dashboard. I'm the only one who's able to see this as a teacher. Okay. So I have here 29 of you said yes. 6 of you said not really. So if I clicked on this bar for yes, these are the names of the participants who said yes. The steps are clear and easy. Ali, Amal, Aya, Aisha, Dania, Emmanuel, Heidi, Halima, Jana, and so on. And in this case, like if I give the students a question like this, I can start a discussion and say, like, for example, who is not finding this like clear? And then I start asking questions, they start responding, and so on. Okay, here, the ones who said not really. Asma, Khatira, Loida, if I'm pronouncing the name right, and others as well. Okay, so this is my dashboard. And this is actually what I do during my sessions. I keep a dashboard here in one tab, and I go back to my presentation just like that. Okay, so I'll move on. If you can see still, I'm in control. So as I told you, this sidebar, when it shows, I will start from the left side, okay? Once you click on Pear Deck add-ons, okay, Pear Deck add-on from the add-ons tab, you will find the sidebar showing. And then if you clicked on our template library, you will find that you have beginning of lesson, during lesson, you have end of lesson. You have in every single one of them many slides that you can use. Beginning of lesson provides you with slides that you can use as bell ringers, slides that you can use in the beginning of your lesson. During lesson, you can have slides that can allow you to just include slides for formative assessments, activities, transitions, and you have end of lesson slides that can provide you with reflections, exit tickets, and so on. If you scrolled even down, you can find slides for different subject areas. You can find slides for the little ones if you're teaching students from KG till grade 2. You can find slides for math, for science, social studies, world languages, and you have slides for English language arts as well. I included some slides for you in my presentation so that you can check them out. I want to show you, like, if I clicked on social studies, for example, this is what is going to show to me on the right. I'm going to be seeing some slides. Under every single slide, it shows me what is exactly the students are going to be doing. So for the first one, you can see web slide. Here, there's a website. It like just leads them to this website. You have a drawing slide, so the students are going to be drawing on this slide, and so on, different other features. Okay, if I'm done like choosing some slides from the template library and I want to present my lesson the same way like that you did in the beginning by entering the code and everything, what do? I will click here on present lesson, not present the one on the top here in Google Slides itself. This will present it, but not as an interactive one. But present lesson that is written in the Pear Deck sidebar will present your lesson in an interactive way. It will make it interactive. Okay, there's something that you need to know. If you clicked on this side button, okay, on the right, this one will allow you to see this part that is written requires student logins. Here, if you turned this one on, you would require the students to join with their email. And this is what I did. I switched it on so that I would be able to send you this session by the end. You will find it in your Google Drive. If you switched it off, and usually like teachers who have students with no email addresses, they switch it off so that the students would join with avatar and the nickname. Okay, just for you to know. Okay, and then once you click on present lesson, this is what you're going to be seeing. The first step that you followed, which is joinpd.com. This is what the students are going to be doing. This is what my students do. They type joinpd.com in the address bar, and they enter the code and they enter their email addresses. You have another option as well. If you can see here in the bottom, you have give students a link. You can click on this one, take the link, and paste it in any like learning management system that you're using. We're using Google Classroom, so sometimes I just copy and paste the link and insert the link in Google Classroom. Okay, I brought you here some slides to show you like how interactive the session can be. Usually I include this one in the beginning, since I left the students like homework or some assignments before I start my session. So I start by asking them, how did they find the homework? Okay, if you can see here, even in the bottom, it is written for you what the students are going to be doing. Students, drag the icon. So if I showed responses here, I'll be able to see how you're dragging the icon. So you can like just drag this dot, this blue dot, and move it anywhere. So here you can see who are those students who find the homework easy and who are the ones who find it difficult. And in this case, you can start discussing with the students. Okay, so this is one of the features that Pear Deck provides you with. This is a ready template that I brought from ELA, English Language Arts, okay? The bar that I showed you in this sidebar for Pear Deck. Here, correct the sentence, when me and my friends ride bikes, we wear helmets. So if you want to correct the sentence and I want to show the responses here, I can see here all of the students. If you can check my screen, you'll be able to see how I see responses for students. Those participants who are just checking my screen can see that. Here, I can see that. Okay, here one of you just circled the apostrophe S. Okay. So this is how I see students' responses. If I go to my dashboard here, it can show me that this is the slide for Suhad. This one is for, I cannot pronounce the name, like Makis maybe. This one is for Jennifer. Okay, and this one is for William, Aisha, and so on. Okay, so I'm able to see who is responding, who is not. Okay, I go back. Here in the black bar at the bottom, I have locked screens. I can give them some time to finish answering, and then I lock the screens. You will see that I locked your screen and you're not able to write your response anymore. When I unlock it, you're able to do so. Okay, I'm the one who's controlling the slides, so I want to show you if I inserted some slides with questions as a quiz for the students, and I want them to be able to control the slides and be able to like shift from one slide to the other. What do I do? In this sidebar, in this black bar at the bottom and the three dots here, I click on it. I turn on student paste. When I turn on the student paste, I want you to try to move the slides. You'll be able to move the slides. Okay, so I can do that whenever I give my students like a quiz to finish. And then once time is up, I can stop the student paste mode, and then I'm the one in control again. Okay, this is another one that I brought from the ELA area. This is one of the slides. As you can see here, it has dots. So you're able to drag the icons to the nouns. Okay, so I can see here some of you are dragging the dots, 8 of you, 10, 14, 16. So here many of you are dragging the dots. So here in this case, you go to the dashboard again. Okay, so this is your dashboard. If you clicked on any dot, it will show who that one is. Okay, so here, for example, Shaima is not moving the dot. Now she did. Here I have Tayuba or Taiba. Okay, and so on. Okay, let me go back to the slide. I included just some slides from Pear Deck. These are ready-made slides, by the way. I did not change anything. Draw the atom, hydrogen. This can be used by science teachers, for example. And the students are able to draw. You as a teacher would be able to check every single drawing the same way I'm doing right now. Here you have deleted response. One of the students deleted her response. If I went to the dashboard, I would be able to know whom that student is. And then This is another one that I brought from the little ones, okay? This one suits lower grade levels. So they are going to be able to draw on the slide. They are provided with drawing tools, okay? They can even insert text. So here, if you can see 13 of you answered, the number is increasing. I have here, many of you replied, okay, and inserted A. 24 of you, 26, 27, and so on. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to move on. This is another ready-made one that I brought from the little ones as well. Here the students are going to be entering a number. How many trees are in the schoolyard? Here I have no responses. None of you responded till now. One of you did, 2, 3. So here if you can check my screen, here it shows me like the range. Most of the students chose which number exactly. So I can see the dots here. Okay, this is another feature that Pear Deck provides you with. Okay, this is another one that I got, I guess from little ones as well. How many in all? You have yellow squares, you have a pink one. So here they write the responses by writing the numbers. Okay, so here again, they are provided with drawing tools. Okay, so here I have 9, 1, 10 in all, and so on. Perfect. Okay. This is like, I edited this one. This one was ready-made on Pear Deck, except for the question, I just changed it. Can the coronavirus survive on surfaces? This is what I changed. But for yes and no, it was already there. Okay, so here, this is like a question where you can add options too, just like the same one I showed you when I was asking about the steps. So here you can choose yes or true or false. Okay, so this is how it goes. Many of you are replying right now. If you can check my screen, this is how I get to see it. So on. Usually I choose such a slide for like checking if I can go on or if I need to stop, if the students are confused, if they need help. Okay, so I check here the dots and I see if the majority understands. This is so good. If like some of the students like, or even like one of them needs help, I would go to my dashboard and like click on this dot, for example. Okay, Rana, for example, needs help. So I know that after my session, I can give extra practice for Rana. So this is why I include such a slide in the middle. Okay, this is one that I got from social studies. Okay, locate. You can change it to Arabic. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so here they take the icons and they keep on dragging them. Okay, and this is another feature as well that Pear Deck provides you with. Okay. So here, this is the last slide that I included to show you how I can add the feature of adding a website to my slides. So I added the website here, which is Padlet, okay? And I asked a question, which is, what's your plan for remote learning? And you're going to find your screen divided into two. You're going to be having Padlet, which is another website, another application on the side, and you're able to write your response. This is all about Pear Deck. You can do the same with PowerPoint. Ms. Nair will be explaining to you like a brief regarding Padlet and how you can write your response. I will be stopping the share screen. Okay. Yes, Ms. Naira.
Thank you, Ms. Lubna. First of all, we have a question, I think, from Ms. Nagwa. Let's see. She has something. Yes, Ms. Nagwa?
Hello, assalamu alaikum. So what do you do if your ads on says to you, okay, let me see how, if I could read it. It says to you that I can't have any ads on.
Okay, Ms. Najwa, you're logging into Google using your school's domain, right?
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, you need to find your Google admin. You have a Google admin in your school, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so your school's Google admin has to enable the add-ons so that you would be able to use Pear Deck add-on. For me, before I even start using Pear Deck using my school's domain, okay, I used to use it with my personal Gmail. With your personal Gmail, it will work. You will find the add-on. But since you're using your school's domain, exactly, you need to ask your school's Google admin to just enable this add-on for you. And then it will be enabled for all the school teachers.
Yes. Yeah, I did create I created a slide on my personal one and I shared it on my school account because it didn't work on my
yeah.
Okay, so I have to contact the admin. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. You're most welcome.
Okay, so thank you.
Yes, Ms. Mayor.
I'm going to share my screen one more time. Here we have Padlet. I think Ms. Lubna have shared it with you, and I can see that some of you, mashallah, have already started posting their own comments. So here we have my dashboard. Let me open. Okay, so your question, Ms. Lubna, was what is your plan for remote learning? Is that the correct one? Or you had another?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay. So
that was the question.
So Ms. Lubna's question was, what is your plan for remote learning? As you see, we had like some responses and some posts from the previous participants who participated with us before. If you are going to add your own answer, as you see, you have here the plus sign in one of the corners. Just you're going to click on that, write your name on the top, and then you can write your own answer here, like using, for example, Zoom and other applications. And then if you would like to add a picture or a link or a GIF, you're going to click on these. And then after that, you are going to type, for example, what you would like to add, like, for example, something like virtual classroom. So this is the same way that we ask our students to participate and add their own. Okay, let me check something else, like online learning. And then they add their own answers that way. Okay, something like that. And after you're done, you can, you can just change the color because you keep posting. So that's why the post is like, keep on changing like that. Okay. So add your answers, please. So we have Miss Heidi said, finding Zoom useful. And would you please change the color so we can find your answer? Change it to purple. So you're going to just like click on your post from that in these 3 dots on the top and change your answer to purple so we could know that this answer is from this session.
Mm-hmm. You have someone who has written that it's a challenge.
Yeah. That's like
it is, but an easy one, right?
Inshallah, just start and then you will find everything easy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
it's really useful, but needs a lot of practice for teachers and students.
I have someone else who said, I plan to start with Zoom. I really appreciate your assistance. And the session was very fruitful. All the apps were amazing. I like Pear Deck the most. Okay, so that's perfect. Just before we end, I just want to share my screen one more time to show you how I'm going to end my session and send you the sessions. Since you joined using your Gmail, you're going to be finding these sessions for Pear Deck on your drive. Okay, so
yeah. Yes.
Okay, so Sorry. Okay. So you will just like be clicking on the three dots here, or you have end right away. You're going to click on end. I'm going to write Pear Deck session number 3. Since we had 2 previous sessions, I'm going to click on save and end session. So here, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. So here, every single one of you will be finding the session in his or her drive. And this is like what happens with my students. Once I end the session, they find it in their drive, okay? Or I can copy this link, okay, and paste it in any learning management system or any platform that I'm using, so that those students who did not join, they are able to check the session. So I'll be leaving you this link in the chatting room for Zoom as well, for those who did not join. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lubna. Actually, we have the polling that some of them said that they couldn't do it. We have like 2 questions. What is your job title and what subject do you teach? I'm going to relaunch the poll if they would like to do it one more time.
Okay.
Let's see if they can find it, and we have 30 seconds to do.
Yeah, now it shows.
Okay, so 5 more seconds and I will stop.
Okay. We have a message here.
Yeah.
From someone who is like following us from Egypt.
Really?
Okay, so thank you so much for following. He is like an HOD for chemistry. Wow. And a teacher as well. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for following. We'll be leaving you our email as well in case you had any question regarding any of the apps or websites that we've explained today. And
so I shared the results. Here we have like 88% of the participants are teachers, 6% are administrators, 6% are others. And here we have 40% are English teachers, 8% math, 13% science, and 38% are other subjects. I have also another question for the ones who actually joined us from other countries. So I would like them to do it one more time. I'm going to relaunch the poll, and then we will be finishing in like less than 10 minutes, inshallah. You have 30 seconds again.
yeah, it is showing.
Okay, 5 more seconds. Okay, now I will share the results. We have actually 84% joining from Kuwait, 13% from UAE, and 2% from Canada. So you are all welcome. We're so happy for having you with us today. Before we end, we have the video that we showed in the beginning of the session. Actually, it could summarize the whole thing. This is like part of our session. As we said that our students join us on Zoom. This is our virtual classroom, and we have like a video conference with them. We're using some applications like Edpuzzle, Pixton, and also an add-on, which is Pear Deck. It's 4 minutes. I'm going to leave you with these 4 minutes, and then we're going to have questions at the end. Thank you. Okay, you know that Unit 4 is talking about people and the planet, and you know that many people wonder at the beauty of nature. Do they wonder about the future of our planet? So what effects do people have on the environment? I think last time when we had the discussion, like you were saying, or like you participated with some of your opinions. Yes, Mona.
Yes. So I wrote in Padlet, people and animals depend on Earth for many reasons, and the most important is food, water, sun, air, and place to live. If we don't have these resources, we can't live.
Exactly. Thank you, Mona. Aisha?
And it's like when we plant some like trees and everything, and we like take care of all the plants, that's the good effect. But like the bad effect, when we just like, for example, we say that we are going to build a city in a forest. So like half of the forest we're going to cut all of the trees and everything. Yeah. So like we're destroying nature of the earth.
Exactly. Now let's watch. Yeah, it was being used for
insect control.
Insect control, exactly. Thank you. Are you ready now to hear?
People who lived there for 50 years love nothing better than to sit on their back.
Now, can you see the chart? Here we
yes.
Like drop down or write down some words that are related to the passage. So you're going to raise hands as well because I want it to be organized. Any word that comes to your mind that's related to the rethinking the wild that we have read now. And keep it with you because we might like
this is so creative. This is so creative.
Yeah. Caretakers, like that. So it's more organized now.
Yeah, thank you. The whooping cranes are getting less, which means that they are endangered. I think we should find a way to stop them from dying. That's a
wow.
And the only thing that keeps him happy is to watch the family of whooping cranes. How can a woman decide between her husband and a flock of birds? I'm sorry, but I choose to make my husband happy. I'm not removing the bird feeders. It's fine. I respect that. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.
Wow.
I'm controlling the slides, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You are. So we said that Act 3 started with Benvolio and Mercutio. They were standing together in a public place. And we said that here we identified indirect characterization, where we said that the author or Shakespeare did not tell us directly. When he was like taking Tybalt under his arms, so what happened? Mercutio was able to, Tybalt was able to stab
Mercutio.
So Mercutio here, Shakespeare showed his character again, even though he was dying, but he was joking using wordplay. And like, if you can check my screen, I have here one of the slides in front of me. Okay, for one of you. He marked a plague above your houses, I'm stabbed. And then she marked I, a scratch. Go villain, fetch a surgeon. These parts show the wordplay, show that he's joking even though he was dying. And we
okay, so as you've seen here, I just like showed you the video one more time to be able to just relate what we have taught you today with what we are implementing for our students. So thank you so much, and now we will see if someone has a question we could do before just we end.
Yes, Ms. Najwa.
Yes, I have a couple of questions regarding when you are online with Zoom.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. Is there a limited number of students?
100 participants.
So okay, because I might not have seen that part, but maybe it was on your first session, or earlier today. Maybe I joined later. What are the best classroom management techniques for using the online teaching?
Actually, as you have seen, we are using Zoom, and we can control, for example, if we want to mute them all, like what we have done with you now. So whenever someone raises her hand or his hand, we can unmute him or her, and then we let them speak. And for also annotation, you could choose that you can disable the annotation, so they will not like mess up with that or just like scribble on the screens.
So yes, however, there are some students, especially in the upper grades, they are like, is there like a security way to not allow the students, not just like that, not to hack your meeting?
Yeah, you can have also a password if you want to add that. Actually, for this meeting, for example, we had the ID open. So you have to schedule a meeting, and then that time from settings as well, you're going to add a password. So that will be only for the ones that you shared the password with.
Yes, so this is my question. If one student, he or she can hack it, even like they can mess up your presentation or your teaching while you're teaching, they already
remove. You can remove that student. You can click on the name from the participant panel, click on the name, and then choose remove the participant. And from the settings as well, you can choose that the removed ones, they cannot join again.
Okay. Yes. So you used Edpuzzle, Pexton, and Padlet. When you showed us an interactive worksheet, where did you get that? How do you get that?
Just like a PDF file.
A PDF file?
Yeah.
And you make it interactive?
You can make it interactive by like taking a screenshot from that file and like inserting it as one of the slides in Pear Deck, okay? And in this case, like you'll be controlling the presentation and they will be able to have all the drawing tools and write on it.
Oh, awesome.
Even on Zoom, you can even like open this one and use Zoom drawing tools and like they can annotate or do whatever it takes. But like they will be like doing it on one document. For like Pear Deck, every single student will be having his or her own document to annotate or write on.
Yeah. So on Zoom, you can have it all of them in one document, but on a Pear Deck, it's each of them in their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
You. You're most welcome.
Yeah, while I'm sharing this PDF file, everyone can write on it. But like what Ms. Lubna said, everyone will have hers if you were using Pear Deck. We have May.
Sorry.
Yes, Miss May. Hello, May. Okay.
Okay.
So that's it for today. I've saved the chat and also the emails that we have here. So we're going to send them, inshallah, the link for this session and also the other links that we have shared on the chat as well.
Okay, Ms. Jenna has a question. Let's hear her question before we end. Yes, Ms. Jenna?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I would just like to ask, do you have any advice for any internet that we could use? Because I'm on Urdu in Kuwait, but it's very slow. Like I've been kicked out of the meeting a few times from the internet side.
Ms. Mayra, do you have a solution for that?
Actually, I don't know what I heard. I heard that now all the companies are like offering help and they are offering like free subscriptions. So you could contact like one of them and ask them for the solution.
Miss May was raising her hand.
She lowered it again.
Yeah, so she disappeared.
Okay, Miss May?
Yeah, here she is.
Okay. Miss May, hello.
Hello. Maybe there's a problem with her microphone.
Maybe. Okay. So that's it, Ms. Lubna?
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you all for joining our session. Inshallah, it won't be the last one. You'll be checking the recording on our school's YouTube channel. We'll be uploading it and informing you all, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you again, inshallah.
Inshallah.